Oh, I forgot to. We were probably live before I clicked the live button.
I was ready.
Jay Fretless is first.
Yep. Jay Fretless, numero uno. With StreamYard, you've got to zip your lip about 10 seconds before you go live. Mm-hmm. Don't be picking your nose. Don't be digging out that little kernel of corn in your teeth. You've got to get all that squared away before you go.
Well, I do need to get the chat popped out here real quick.
You know what I love is Sipper Social Club. My boy saw
Jeremy.
That I was using his Glencairn, which is a little bit different. It's not a Glencairn. And it says, I sip and know things. And my boy came by and said, no, you don't. And I was like, go, boy, go.
Yes, I do, boy.
I teach my boy,
yes,
and it's probably darn near child abuse. I teach him heavy sarcasm. And we had a family reunion, and he destroyed a cousin. And my brother came and talked to me and said, you know, Bo made Matt, oh, I shouldn't say all their names, made him feel bad. I'm like, uh-oh. Did he tell him to go die in a hole? He's like, yes. And I said, yeah, that's the Brunchine household there. He goes, what are you talking about? I go, we believe in heavy sarcasm. He goes, what do you mean? I go, watch this. And I had a wine glass. Where are you going?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to continue. Yeah, sorry. I had a wine glass and I yelled out. The Bo had no idea what was going on. And I said, I go, boy, come fill your papa's wine glass. And he yells out, go down a hole. And my brother, who's 8 years younger, was like, you let him talk to you like that? I go, I encourage it. Now, it's got to be when I'm doing something silly, like saying, come fill your papa's wine glass. It's like I queued him up and he gave me the line. But, apparently they were playing Fortnite and something, my nephew said something and my boy said, go die in a hole. And it had a negative effect. Had a very negative effect. So I've got to make sure he's socialized. So, oh, he's watching. What are you doing? No, he's watching. Talking about you.
All right, let's look here real quick. Jay Fretless is tuning in. Puffs and Drams, Jimmy Jazz, Whiskey Ace, and Puffs and Drams. I don't know if I've seen before tuning in.
Yeah, even
Whiskey Jason is here. Ben Stahl, Gary Ziak. Corey Wilkerson, Charlie and Gene Byers.
Oh, Torben
Christmas
Larson.
on Crestline.
Torben's. Oh, Christmas. We were just talking about you. You hit like 620 views, brother.
Jason
Coates. Subscribers, not views. You're in the thousands and thousands of views.
James Brower is here. Torben Larson. There's Christmas on Crestline. There Arthur Lopez, Torben Larson. I said
VSTD.
BT Baseball.
He's taken 2 weeks off straight from work in order to get his Christmas extravaganza light show going.
Good.
Go check his show out, Christmas on Crestline.
And he joined you a couple weeks ago for a show. So.
Yes, he did. Subscribe. Let's get him up to 1,000 so he can make $10.
BT Baseball is here. First time comment, long time viewer. Howdy, guys. Howdy.
Woo. How do?
Ice House is here. Trev Wilson, Arthur Lopez, Brian Brenicky, Jeffrey Pellegrini.
Christmas on Crestline says, boom. He's probably wore out. I think he's on coffee or crack right now.
Gargle 2001.
He doesn't use drugs.
Gargle 2001 says, what's the best barbecue by you when I drive by from Northwest Iowa?
Hog Wild.
No.
Yes, I love their links, man. He makes fun of me, but I love their links.
Bart eats at Hog Wild 3 times a week.
It's like Cheers, and I'm
First of all, there's nothing special with links.
Yes, there is. Some links suck.
No. Well, some do suck, but
right. So how can you say there's nothing
you go
special?
To barbecue
I'm
for
a link
ribs or brisket.
I go for links. You are sacrilegious.
The best ribs in town are at Bite Me Barbecue.
Okay, they do. If I'm looking for ribs, Bite Me has them. Yeah. They're huge. They're caveman-like.
They're spare ribs.
Sometimes they're so fatty, though, I don't feel good when I leave. I know. UFC's been in there. They even had a rib cutting contest in the back when I was there.
Yeah.
It's the worst service I ever got. My server.
OG Brick 420 is tuning in. Wheels, Scott Smallin.
Her name was Miranda, and she was more interested in the fighters than the customers.
Moose 76, John Crans, Michael McLeod.
Beard Brothers. You should
Andrew
have seen
King.
us. We were wearing manga shirts in a show you will see in deep December.
Jerry Miller. Howdy, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. All right, real quick. Tomorrow we are starting again the Whiskey Advent.
Yes, Dr. Sanchez is in. I wanted to call him the doctor.
Okay, the doctor.
The doctor.
The doctor is in the house.
He's in.
So tomorrow, I've already got my video uploaded. It'll
Hello.
post at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Clear it.
We've
Clear
been
it.
talking. We did some
I
reviews.
know. Hello, there we go.
Ding 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 ding
Arthur
ding 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 ding
Lopez,
ding ding ding.
$4.99. We give you what's called, what is it? That's your fake one. You didn't have the real one.
The cowbell.
The cowbell.
Yeah.
You get the ding ding.
Um,
I was at a real, what does he say? Real L and
Andalusia
Andalusia today. How was y'all's day, Scott and Bart?
Good.
Phenomenal.
yeah, it's a good Saturday.
We've been relaxed at the brunching household. We've
Yeah,
been just
you are.
we've just been relaxed and enjoying the time off.
When you didn't join the wife for the festivities tonight because you were recording
Okay,
reviews.
Yep.
That
Got
was
a little
relaxed.
bit of trouble today. My son-in-law really spun me off today. We'll talk about that later. Prompt that later. We'll bring
Yep.
it in.
So we'll talk briefly about the Advent calendar, but I am finishing off. We did just review the Craig Ellicky 23 year.
God, was that good?
Yeah, I just have a little bit of it left
Do you
here.
want to share that with me? Your leftover? Nope, it's gone. It was good. Well, apparently we get a better price here than you get in the UK, which is good for us. Sad for you guys in the UK because it's good. There's not a hint of sulfur in it, which I do get a hint of sulfur in the 13. Oddly, I dig the sulfur, but that 23 is great.
Very good.
That show will be out deep December.
So the Secret Spirit Scotch Whiskey Advent Calendar 6th edition is out. It did come with a Glencairn this year. It's got their
No
logo on
rocks
it.
glass this time.
No.
He got some hate.
Yep. And one thing, so our daily drams, they're 50 milliliters. They're from different regions of Scotland. It's all Scotch, but there a lot of them.
Unique.
Yeah, a lot of them are like single cask bottlings or stuff that you just won't be
Yes.
able to find anywhere. So it's kind of like enjoy it while you have it.
You'll never see it. Well, you most likely won't see them anywhere else. So it's an extravaganza of different flavor profiles. It's not like you're going to open the 12th and it's Maker's Mark.
Right.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
Nothing against other Advent calendars, but what Jonathan does here is top notch. Top notch.
They are 50 milliliter bottles, so there's
Yes.
enough to share. Bart and I share them.
Yep.
You get almost an ounce a piece. So you could split the cost of this with another person. But just to show you this year's for December 25th, we pulled this out just to show you guys. It's a different bottle than the little round 50 milliliter bottle. It's got their little stamp on there. But this is a 30-year Bunnahabhain.
He's salivating for that.
From cask type is a puncheon, and it's 46% ABV.
You just wanted to say punch.
So I just wanted to say
Makes him
30-year-old
feel like a pirate.
Bunnahabhain.
He thinks he's a pirate.
So, but while we did go live, grab your glass. I'll
Yes,
just move this
sorry.
out of the way. We did grab from the 4th edition. I grabbed Bart a Dram.
Which is back there. Right. Thank you. What'd you grab me? Ooh, Kalila 11. I like my peated young.
No, it's not
baby.
that young or that old.
Or
8-year-old. Kalila,
Sorry,
8-year-old.
Kalila.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misread that right there. See that? The Kalila I just
it did
read
look
as
like
11.
11-8.
Yeah. And it's an 8-year-old.
I grabbed a Samaroli Space Eyed 21-year-old Tormore and Altabanya.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I like mine young. You like yours a little older.
I like Space Eyed.
Space side.
I do like a little bit of aged.
You do. You do. You've got a little bit more sensitive palate. I will admit. So I'm trying to get
Now-
this off of here. Hello, it's just spinning. This happens occasionally, actually. If you don't get a proper crack.
I see Big Dog and Bird Dog is tuning in.
Big dog, bird dog.
Dram Man. I say Kentucky. I think it's Dram Man
Dang.
Kentucky, but it's just Dram Man KY.
This happens with these every once in a while.
Travis Faircloth, the Mash and Drum, Colin Bob Bull.
Killing.
Colin Bob Bull says, "Hey guys, pleasant surprise to come home from a whiskey session." and
That's what
find
we
you guys
thought.
up."
Oh, he was at a whiskey
Yeah.
session. I know. That's good. He's got a better man gripper than I do. That's right.
Not on that.
I know it's
You're gonna
just
need
spinning.
a pair of pliers.
Dang it. Should I disappear and come back?
Yeah, go grab something
All
real
right,
quick.
hold on. What? You're using your fingernail?
Trying.
You do have strong fingernails. They're almost like caveman fingernails. Did you get it?
No.
Oh. Going around.
Bart's got to go grab a pair of pliers, try to get that bottle open. That happens from time to time. Travis Faircloth wants to know what y'all are drinking. He's probably asking everybody, but Bart and I just finished a Craig Ellicky 23-year review. I had a little bit left in my glass. I poured Samaroli Spey 21-year-old Tormore and Altabania. To have here, it's 45% ABV. Mike Whiskey Shenanigans is tuning in. I seen Bart sent me a picture earlier today. He posted somebody had Johnny Walker, White Walker, on the shelf in a liquor store somewhere. If anybody was looking for it, it was still there, believe it or not. John Kranz, Zach Andrews, Mark Brown, Mike Meyer, Red Fishin'. I don't know if I've seen Red Fishin' tune in before. Thanks for tuning in. Jay Halley, same. Christmas on Crestline is drinking some Larceny. Big Dog, we need some pliers, in quotes, our famous last words. Yep. Eric Wade is tuning in. Hello from windy and rainy California. And I think you guys even got some snow out there, didn't you?
What? It's windy here too.
Travis Faircloth has Ben Rennis here, 13-year-old Adelphi. That's I've seen the color of that one. That looks like a good one.
Nice.
Whiskey Ace says that the Liquor Hound really liked the Craig Ellicky 23. We did too. Yeah. Did you get it?
Pliers was perfect.
There you go.
But I had to get on it.
You had to grab it, get a little bite.
Grab it.
Colin Bob Bull is having a Kilkerran Pete in Progress batch 2.
Nice.
Seen that on social media. We have not tried that one. Big Dog says that Bird Dog is enjoying Lafroig 10. He's guzzling Ezra Brooks. Ezra Brooks is a good guzzler.
That is. That's good.
Jason Coates enjoying some HP Highland Park full volume. We never had that one.
What's John Kranz doing with his diet ginger ale? My own peated blend experiment. Let me know how that goes. I actually like A&W Diet Ginger Ale.
Really?
Yeah. My stepdad is diabetic, and I had it on almost an accident. And I was like, that's good.
A couple people tuning in I haven't seen before. Colin Stacy is here. He's drinking 1792 small batch. Gary Ziak, of course, he's tuned in before, but Balvenie Pete Week. John Whiskey Sipper Watson has just cracked a Port Charlotte 10-year. That's a good one.
That is nice. That's a good one.
Yep. Ronald Teeter, Dad's Hat, port finished. Have not had that one.
Like that. Interesting.
Whiskey Friend is here saying, hey, Scott and Bart.
Huh.
Ice House is drinking Redbreast Cask Strength 12-year. That's a good one.
Ooh.
That is a good one right there. Tom McCafferty had tastes of Redbreast 12 Cask Strength versus Green Spot. Redbreast would win that one. I can tell you that one without even lining those two up.
Jeffrey's got a Compass Box Spice Tree Extravaganza.
Jeffrey Pellegrini.
Yep, Pellegrini. I don't know why I didn't say that. It's a mouthful. That's why.
Brian Brennicke's drinking a Camp Nelson drinking Camp Nelson sample a friend brought me from New York.
I thought he was in Korea on the army base or something. I was like, come on. I've been in Camp Walker over there. I've even been in Camp Carroll.
Wheels comments, you guys know about the Bastards Ball dates being released, right? Nope. I know they were going to look at the same time frame for next year, first part of October again, I believe.
That's a smart time. Look at Dan E. Just finished a bottle of ECBP. We'll raise a toast, brother. You got to get on the bagpipes and salute the death of that one.
Ben Welch is sipping a little Brook Lottie Classic Lottie.
Look at that.
All right, my Samaroli has a nice citrusy
Mark Brown,
vanilla
Glen Scotia
nose.
15. Wow. This has a little bit of sulfur, a little bit of sea salt, and campfire all rolling together, baby. That's what you would hope for from an 8-year-old Kalila.
Ooh.
That is nice. And the wind's blowing outside. I feel like I'm right on the coast.
Oak and Smoke Whiskey Reviews tuning in. He says, hello, everyone. Sonny C says he's going to have a glass of Ben Riach Curiositas.
Boy, is that,
We've got that one.
smoky. That'll grab you. That is nice.
Ooh, I can smell it.
Yeah, it's savory. Smell that.
Barbecue.
It smells a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this is why I like them young,
That
baby.
smells like some barbecued ribs.
I thought you were going to say
Not
something
links.
else. Ribs, not links. I still like the links. They give me a little extra
Blah,
kick.
blah, blah.
Give me a kick.
Who goes to a place for the links? Nobody. Nobody. It's not the links. The links are an appetizer.
If you can do the links well, you got me. You got me. I don't care as much about the pulled pork. I don't care as much about the ribs nor the brisket.
Ooh, yeah.
Links, and links.
Richie Z is tuning in. Thank you, Scott and Bart, for going live. We were recording. We did a few shows, odd time Saturday, but we both had the opportunity. We got together
on slightly different schedules.
We are talking though, since we were doing one tonight. Will we go live tomorrow night? We're going to try to start hitting our Sundays consistently. We may or may not be live tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think we'll probably be live. We're also in the talks with Nancy Fraley. We're working on having her on a future show. We got to nail down. I think we got a date. I'm pretty sure we got a time.
I didn't hear back. I told you just had to be later in the day.
Yes, and that's what I told them.
Okay.
They said that looks good, and it is Parker from our Joseph Magnus, because I know is she part owner or just works with them on what they're doing?
No, she's just working with them.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know with
she's a hired gun.
She's a hired gun. So we're bringing the light down a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, but we've met Nancy in person when we were out at Iron Root Republic. She was giving a class out there. And boy, is she fun. And so I'm pretty sure it looks like we'll be later in December, and she lives in California, and we'll be visiting her via remote in California.
That Kalila totally smells like a barbecue joint. It smells like
barbecue marijuana?
Smoked meat.
You said barbecue joint.
It just smells like when you walk into somewhere, mesquite smoked or hickory.
What do you got going on with yours? I missed your taste.
No, it's good. I haven't given too much. It's a little bit lighter, 45% ABV, but good. Nice mouthfeel. Was this one cast?
Smells dry and dusty.
God dang, that smells good.
It is something. It just, of course, says it's an Isla. It's a refill bourbon. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Mm-hmm. That's definitely packs a punch over that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I love young Pete.
Brian Brennicky says it's all about the burnt ends and the pulled pork.
I love burnt ends.
See, I think it's all about the ribs and brisket. That's barbecue to me.
Well, it's all barbecue, brother.
Links.
Yeah, huge part. Come on. What was the name of the place we're at in Austin? That Iron Root.
Salt Lick.
Yes. Boy, they had links hanging like bananas in their smoker.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That little smoke pit thing. Looked like a bunch of bananas in there. I do like burnt ends as well, which is rib meat. Look at that. We got them all like brisket.
OG Brick 420. Do you remember seeing Whistle Pig for the first time in Breaking Bad? I don't remember that.
I don't know which episode.
I know.
Smart move on their part.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of advertising going on with whiskey now in movies.
Sure.
Jessica Jones was drinking the shit out of
what was it?
Colorado.
Stranahan's? She had Stranahan's?
No.
I don't remember what she had. Teacup.
Tin Cup.
Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Tin Cup.
Yeah, for a few shows, that's all you saw was Tin Cup on Jessica Jones.
Smart. I haven't watched the new season 3.
John Whiskey Sipper Watson What John
Good
Why Whiskey Sipper Watson agrees with Bart. Links or where it's at.
Thank you.
See, I think links are they're the weak point of barbecue.
They're the hottest part.
People. Well,
that
they're the
really
hot,
brings the heat, though. Brings the heat without any sauce. You can have a link with no sauce, and it can light you.
I've never gone to a place just for the links
because you haven't been to a good link place.
No, nobody cares about links.
You're wrong there.
People care about ribs. They care about pulled pork,
sure,
and they care about brisket.
Yep.
And nobody goes, oh, I'm going there because of the hot links. The hot links are phenomenal.
No, there's a link demographic. No. There's a link demographic, and me and the guy with the real long name. What is it?
Whiskey Y. Where'd he go? There he John is. Whiskey Y Whiskey Sipper Watson.
John Y Whiskey with the W-Y.
Maybe it's Wee Whiskey.
Wee Whiskey. Is it Y Whiskey or Wee Whiskey Watson?
Travis goes there for pulled pork.
Great. Yeah, okay. Pulled pork's okay.
Mark Brown.
Brisket. I'm with you.
Brisket is always better than links, according to Mark Brown.
No. Sorry, Bart.
Yeah. Richie Z wants to know what are our 2 favorite drams this year. Yeah, we can't reveal anything.
Yeah, that would come later.
You know what we do need to shoot soon, though, is the gassing update. Last year, we kind of kept putting it off. We didn't get in there till it was late. That should air towards the end of December.
Yeah, it's been an experience.
Ardbeg and we got Lafroig, don't we? It's Lafroig and McAllen. We got gas.
Lafroig.
That was before we did the peated shootout and found out you were Bartbeg.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. That is true. But I've got tons of Lafroig back there.
Smoked wings. Well, I tell you what, I do like some smoked wings as well. That's probably some of the best wings I've had.
What I like is that little fiery kick you can get from a good hot link.
Nobody cares. Bart, nobody cares about hot links. Isaac Mittendorf says, name a barbecue place that advertises based on their links. You won't find it.
There's the famous links and sinks and dinks. I don't know. I made it up. They dink it right into the sauce. Links and sinks and winks. That's the name.
Mike Meyer wants to know, what's a good beginner scotch for a bourbon drinker? You know, one that comes up a lot, and we've never reviewed it, is the 14-year Glenfiddich ex-bourbon barrel. Okay. And a lot of people recommend that one.
So we're talking scotch, or no, we're talking bourbon to scotch. Because a lot of times I'll tell you what I do first is I tell a bourbon drinker, I send them to Irish whiskey first. I want them to slide on over and get a real light spirit, triple distilled. Do some of the stuff like what I love what Jameson does with their black barrel. You get all those caramels and it really warms you up for like saying, you know what, there's an exploration to be had. And I will point bourbon drinkers to Irish first. And then what usually happens is they start to jump over to Scotch and Cavallon and Japanese and Australian, and the journey has begun. See, I hold in the burps so they don't make noise. He hates that. He wants me to let him free.
Isaac Mittendorf says that Deanston is a good place to start for bourbon drinkers.
Sure, that is true.
Jason Coates, apparently the Balvenie 14-year Caribbean cask is a good one.
That is true. It's sweet. It's sweet. Danny says Auchentoshan. He's wrong. He's wrong, and he's in Jersey. That's all I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with Auchentoshan.
I wanted to just say Dan was wrong.
No, Dan's right.
Dan is slightly wrong for beginners.
Dan's good.
Dan makes fun of my pants, so I wanted to come at him.
Richie Z, a good beginner scotch is definitely Macallan 13, but I think he means Macallan 12. A little typo there.
Sure.
Bart, that confuses Bart. Typos.
Yeah, I was like, 13? 13? Haven't seen it. Yeah, he says 12. Caleb agrees about the Balvenie. Yeah, the Balvenie Caribbean cask is a good way to go.
But then Peter White brings up the Balvenie 12-year single barrel bourbon cask. That's a good one as well. I've actually never even had that one. I've seen it plenty of, just never bought it.
I can't believe you haven't.
That would be a good one. Glendronach 12, Glenlivet 12, Cragganmore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the beef. Beavis.
Beaver! Still got a bunch of your samples I
I
got
know.
to get to
We
on
got
quick
more
hitters.
that he
I
just
know
sent
it
a while
keeps
back.
loading us up. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up.
I was just looking at him last night. I was like, look at all those samples.
Yeah.
Baron
Whoa.
Gaillard.
My first scotch was a Speyburn 10. Sorry, 10, period. Thought it was 10.1. Come on, I like my Octomores. I'm used to seeing 10 ones, 6 ones, whatever. And he liked it. That's a Tahats. Threw me. Whiskey Shenanigans, Glenmorangie 10. Notice how we know how to say it now.
Jeffrey Pellegrini's going back for Compass Box Delilah's tomorrow. That's probably the 25th anniversary. That is a delicious one. I gave that to a buddy at a promotion party, a bottle of that. Several people sampled it and tried it, and then they were converted. They wanted it, but then they found out how much it cost, and they said, never mind.
God dang, this is good.
That is a good one.
Holy moly.
One Lost Cause says Glendronach 18.
Jonathan Bray.
One Lost Cause says Glendronach 18 is a great first scotch. That would be a good one. That's a very heavy sherry.
The sniper wrote like a wall of text. Usually he's
concise.
Go,
you got it?
I don't.
One of my this is from Eric. One of my brothers is just getting into scotch. He started with Glenmorangie Original. That's a good one. And the Glenlivet 12. Eric introduced him to Jameson and Johnny Walker Black. Nice. Next, we'll do some bourbon.
Good.
Yeah. Ardbeg Oogie, because it's up there.
12, Jerry Miller says.
So Old Pulteney has come out with the new editions, the new line. I picked up an old bottling of 12, so we can compare it when the new bottling shows up. Which it has. I just haven't picked it up yet.
By the way, Scott has a secret skill set.
What?
Your collector ability that you refined in the Star Wars universe is on display. It's true.
But we do need to pick that up. And I'll tell you, the old 12-year-old Old Pulteney, it's mediocre at best.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay.
We'll see. And because I had a sample of the new one, I really thought it was pretty good.
Gotcha.
I picked up an old bottling. I was kind of like,
You've got this whole sample crew. Got a crew of samplers.
Richie Z says, any more of those Scott and Bart sample reviews? I love those. Oh,
yeah, those are quick hitters. Yeah, quick hitters. Those have moved over.
Well,
mostly. No, totally. They moved over to Patreon.
Yeah.
We're trying to give a little more love to the Patreon supporters.
Yeah. Just recently.
Yeah. Within a month.
I've got 2 up there. Not really even quick hitters.
I've got 2 in the queue that I haven't edited yet. I don't even have the goatee yet. I should. Anybody wants to go over, though, and watch Bonding with Board Games and subscribe, that's my board game channel. You can do that as well.
We just found where?
YouTube.
Yeah, but what's the name of it?
Bonding with Board Games.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Shh.
I've had games from Poland showing up lately.
Steve A says he's just hoping to actually get his 2019 Advent calendar. Did you order it?
Yeah,
haven't received it yet?
Yeah, are you just hoping it shows up?
Ours just showed up yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think they ran in, according to Jonathan, they had quite a few shipping problems.
They did.
Go figure in the U.S.
Right. Well, it's hard to get it in.
Yeah.
There's been tariffs and everything else going on. So JW Black is always a good pick. That is true. The Johnny Walker Black and Double Black I really enjoyed early on.
Black is what got me into Scotch.
Yep. Your wife came back.
But I wasn't a bourbon drinker before.
True.
So I mean that was my intro
to whiskey.
To Scotch and whiskey. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a bourbon drinker, though, I don't know if Johnny Walker Black is going to pull you in.
Probably.
I don't know if that's a good transition drink.
Right. What I always try to do, I'm not lying to you. I send them to the Irish, and then they start to go, whoa, there's a whole world of whiskey out here, not just bourbon. And then the exploration begins. So that's my feeling on that.
Well, Steve A says he had to pay for shipping twice on his calendar. Damn near doubled the cost of the damn calendar.
Dang.
Yeah, that sounds pretty high. Why would you have to pay twice?
Why twice?
I know. That's kind of screwy.
Unless you lived in Hawaii.
Well,
I don't know. Here's the sad part. I wish it was easier, but you've got whiskey coming over from Scotland, landing in Canada, and then having to ship into the States.
yeah.
So
And then
we've got
states.
tariffs, and every state's different. It's got to be a nightmare. I don't know how Jonathan does it, to tell you the truth.
Baron Gillard says he thought you said bondage in board games. Now that might be a channel I'd watch.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You'd have to have a new safe word. Velvet. Stud. Woo!
Sonny C says he just recently tried Johnny Walker Black and was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. No,
okay.
You know what, though? I've even gone back to red recently, and I used to think red was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, when I first did, the stunt you pulled in at the whiskey tribe.
Yeah.
Tell them that. You were up there in their
know
secret vault. Some don't. You could kill the story right there and just say they know that. And those that do it, you'll go, yeah. Those that
we were at the whiskey vault. This was last year.
There you go.
2018.
Yeah.
In the whiskey vault, 3,000 bottles of whiskey to choose from.
Yes. Old, rare,
Whatever
hard
you want
to get. And what do?
There was a bottle of Johnny Walker Red Label sitting on the shelf,
Sealed.
unopened.
Sealed.
I felt bad for it.
Yeah, he wanders over to me and goes, I don't think this will ever get opened
No, who would open it in there?
unless I call for it for my final dram of the night and make a big production about it. I'm like, do it. Do it. And
I wasn't
he
mad about
does.
making a big production.
No, you
That's gonna
did.
be my last
You go,
one.
Daniel! And the whole place, it was loud. You're like, I'm the Scotch test dummy is making his final request for a dram from the vault for the night. And the whole place gets quiet. And then you're like, Johnny Walker Red. And he's like, genius. He literally says, genius, my man. Genius. Opens it, pours it, you hit it, and the place erupted with applause and laughter. Yes, that is what happened. By the way, when you went back there this year, it was drained a little bit. People have been drinking it now that it had been opened.
Yeah.
Bingo.
That was down lower.
You are a trendsetter, my friend.
Steve A talking about his calendar says he paid at the beginning, then had to pay another crap load months later. Then they canceled delivery. Still haven't heard a new shipping confirmation. What state are you in, Steve?
Yeah.
I want to say Minnesota. Is that right?
Was he having trouble in Minnesota?
Check. I don't know. We'll check with Jonathan. I'm sure it sounds like you've probably been talking to him. Richie Z says whenever somebody asks him what his favorite 2019 whiskey is, he tells them it's the last one he poured.
Way to go, Z. Ooh, and now he says it's Pikesville. It's a great rye.
Steve A's in Minnesota.
That is my favorite rye.
If I think about it, I'll ask Jonathan.
All right, we'll ask Jonathan.
Minnesota. Minnesota.
Minnesota. He'll ask him about it.
Mike Meyer says he's heard good things about Green Spot and Redbreast 12 cast strength. Too big of a jump from bourbon? Absolutely not. Pretty close price range, but go with Redbreast 12 cast strength.
All right, Christmas on Crestline. Again, coworker of ours. Check out his site, but he has a question. What's the total cost of the calendar with all of the issues this year? We haven't had any issues, and it is sent to us. But I kind of remember the cost, but do you remember?
I want to say it's around $350 for the calendar. $350, about $10 a day per dram.
Yes.
If you got a buddy to share it with, split the cost.
Beautiful way to do it. And it's
Still a good
really
way to
best
do it.
shared anyway, in my opinion. The way you and I do it is perfect. Although like this one,
one lost cause, you can just leave the chat. You can leave the video. Just go.
What?
He says that Johnny Walker White Walker was his whiskey of the year.
Oh, he's a hater on that. Yeah. I think he knew he was going to get that. I don't mind it as long as it's chilled. And I don't chill any other whiskey other than that.
Okay.
I sent you a picture today where it was on sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you must have been upstairs.
I was.
Because Shenanigans is tuning in that posted that picture.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I gave him a little shout out.
Good picture. We shared it. I shared it.
Yeah, and see, Oak and Smoke Whiskey Reviews is recommended
Great name.
The Glenfiddich 14, which is the ex-bourbon for bourbon drinkers to transition.
That's a good call. That's a good call. You know, I think the difference is that once folks realize you like whiskey, bourbon's just a whiskey. And there's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
So that's the secret.
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of questions at work from people, and they're like, "What's the difference between Scotch and whiskey, or Scotch and bourbon?"
Me too.
What's the difference between bourbon and whiskey? It's like it's all whiskey.
Right? They'll come up and say, "I like bourbon, but I don't like whiskey," and I'm like, "Let me back up a little bit. Let me back you up. That's all whiskey, all of it." So.
And One Lost Cause says that Times Magazine doesn't always choose the good guy.
What does that mean?
Talking about the White Walker being whiskey of the year.
Got it. You know, they also picked Hitler as man of the year in 1934.
Wow.
Yeah. It was 34 or 35, man of the year. So, yeah, Times gets it wrong sometimes.
Juan Quintanilla is tuning in from Hawaii. How's it, dummies? It's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eric Waite wants to know, did we bring any bottles back from Texas? We did. Well, we went shopping.
We did.
Did we necessarily buy any Texas whiskey?
I'm trying to think.
Besides, well, I went down for the Iron Root 5th anniversary. We bought the Icker.
Right. Yeah, we got some of the Icker, which we're saying right now. Yeah. You know what's weird is when I'm in Total, I actually got more of the Oregon single malt, which is peated.
I bought a 28-year-old Bunnahaven,
which is funny because I don't know if we bought any.
And I bought Ryder's Tears cask strength.
So we didn't buy any Texas whiskey while we were there.
I did about buy the Froke, the Balcones Froke French oak.
Okay.
Because I'd heard good things. I saw it in a couple of places.
I wanted more Mirador, but I could not find that.
And Michelle's ex-boyfriend is tuning in. Sorry to hear that, Michelle.
Nice hat.
Ex-boyfriend.
He's talking to me.
Richard Gordon is here. I haven't seen Richard before.
Nobody. You got homosexuals. I don't know what that means. Oh, you guys homosexuals. I thought he said you guys got homosexuals. Way to go, nobody. See, we'll take you and
he's about to get blocked.
Right.
He's going to comment now.
Right.
He's going to get blocked.
We'll see. We were just using your name and having fun with it.
Eric Waite says nobody, but they are willing to learn. Well, we're not in college anymore.
We wore matching clothes not too long ago.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
You do things in college.
In the future. Sure.
That you don't do.
That you do. Trolls are loose tonight. Well, sure. You're going to pick some of those up.
Danny,
Thanksgiving.
Danny says he hasn't seen the Ryder's Tears cask strength yet. It's a fairly limited edition, if I remember right. I don't remember how many bottles. I will tell you, though, at the same time when we were down there, I tried a Green Spot cask strength, and it was nothing more than a Green Spot cask strength. It wasn't anything special.
Right. It wasn't the one that I can't pronounce.
I need to, like the Chateau Montelino or the
sniper says it perfectly.
Other one. Yeah,
I love
it wasn't
that
the Chateau Montelino.
That thing blew me away. Yeah.
I don't remember now what it was.
I know. That's a cool Irish hat. They call this a UK driving hat, but it may be Irish as well. I don't know.
Jason Coates says the trolls don't seem as clever as they used to be.
I know. Nobody. Beer raises your estrogen levels, I heard. I love estrogen. I've been known to drink it by the gallon. What's up, gentlemen and ladies? Exactly. Are you guys boomers?
Well,
you know what? We just missed it. We're Gen Xers. We missed it because boomers leave off at what, 65?
Somewhere in there.
I think it's 65.
That's the new trend.
Right.
Oh, you're the boomer.
Yeah, but we're not. We're Gen Xers.
Fight for Sound says he's hoping to land a red spot. That's already been out for a little bit. It's probably it's pretty limited. If you find it, you better buy it.
Yeah, if you see it, get it.
Me and the wife loved it.
F
I've
the
had
boomers.
2 bottles.
I don't mind boomers. They got all the money right now. Let's see.
Yep.
What are you doing? You're banning somebody? Or
Yeah.
You're letting somebody.
Well, God dang it. It keeps scrolling.
I know. It's moving. A lot of comments. Are you putting a user in timeout or are you reporting them? I can't tell what you're doing. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Maybe if I hit the right person.
Sure. I didn't even see who you were trying. There's so many messages coming in. I couldn't see who you were putting in timeout.
All right. Well, let's.
How many people are in right now? Hold on.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't
95.
Seen. Wow, that's good. That's good. You're pouring that. I poured the rest of mine.
I would rather. Let me have yours. You want to swap?
I do not want to swap, but you can have another sip. This is unbelievably good. Once again, this is why I like my whiskey young. Unbelievable flavor from an 8-year-old. Kalila, I love you so. Now, you were getting ready to wrap it up, and I think we should look. By the way, we haven't had a super chat in a while. I'm calling for one. Should I call for one? Is that illegal? Okay, I shouldn't. Let's see. We wouldn't get one anyway. Let's see. Jesse Peterson. What was your post-Thanksgiving meal dram? I don't know. Did you do a post-Thanksgiving?
I did. I had a few bottles up. I'm trying to think what I hit a couple of times. It was, well, I had the Lagavulin 11. I did have a dram or 2 of that. And then I had, it was a Tamdu batch strength batch 2 or cast strength batch 2.
Oh, look at that. The malt mash and drum, Jason.
Ding, 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 ding.
First, actually second, but that's good. Your face is made of dookie. No body must be 12. Yeah, this is a whiskey show, brother.
We got a couple in there.
Yeah, I know. That's
Martial
all right. When they see,
law.
when they see this many folks jumping in on a live, they know something cool's going on.
Scott Smolin, top 5 budget scotch.
Budget scotch.
Tomatin,
the Deanston.
Tomatin
really
Dualkus, I would throw in there. The Deanston Virgin Oak.
Yeah, the Dualkus is good.
Johnny Walker Black. A budget.
I don't know if you can beat the Deanston. I think I would lean
12.
toward the Deanston on that.
Glenlivet 12.
Okay. The blended Monkey Shoulder is a Scotch blended, which is good. And it's inexpensive. Look at that. Who's that? Hi, man, George. You banning him? Look at that. He gave thumbs, though. He just doesn't like boomers. He thinks we're boomers just because we have, like, facial hair. He's not used to seeing facial hair.
Who else? Come on.
He's looking to ban somebody else. He's going to ban.
Yeah.
Are you getting rid of the dookie? You're just hiding it.
I thought I already did.
It's just hidden. It's just hidden. They probably know a way to break around. Hold on. We got another ding, 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 ding. Hold on. Who was that? You're still banning people.
Mark Brown.
Mark Brown. Bye-bye,
trolls.
We're getting a ding-a-ling-a-ling for the banning of trolls. I love that.
Yeah, they're just switching accounts now.
Yeah, they're switching. Muscle Man, he's in. Deleted. You already deleted him. All right. I don't know if we can leave in the face of this.
We need to go live more on Saturday nights.
We do. There's like there was a kid playing. He was playing. I can't even remember what's the game your boys play all the time. Fortnite.
Yeah.
And he was getting killed so much. He's like, hold on, there's a hot show on here. Let's go make fun of some boomers.
Hey, my wife is in here. Makeup Queen Mandy. You told me you was going over to your friend's house.
My wife's supposedly looking at Christmas lights. Danny says censorship at work. That's right, baby. That's right. Ain't no public speech here. He just nailed somebody else. He's getting fired up. He's nailing them. He's having a ball here. It's like sniper action again for you. Notice I said again, and we're not talking Fortnite. All right, let's see.
Whiskey Jason wants to be a moderator. We need to hook up a couple more.
We
moderators,
We probably should. Roy is a what'd you get?
Gothic movie critic says they're wrong, and my wife is at his condo. Or his or her condo.
That's right. What are y'all drinking? Dave, I've got an 8-year Kalila that is from, I like to call it season 4 of the Advent calendar. Kalila 8-year.
The 4th edition?
Yeah, I know. I like to call it season 4.
That was a good one, too.
Danny, SWAT. Boom. Nailed it.
We're probably going to get swatted.
Probably.
You're like, we got your IP address.
They show up here, they would know. They'd be like, where are we at? Hold on. That's Bart's house. Back her down. They might throw a flashbang on my front porch, which would have no effect at all.
How long have we been live? Does it say here somewhere?
An hour. It's an hour. My wife's going to come home at any moment now and be like, have you not fed the small children? I have a wrench habit. Okay. McFarland says sweet. I'll ban everyone, says OG Brick 420. How are you guys? We are doing good. Bushcrafter 791. Elizabeth Bladlow. Thought that was my wife on there for a second. That's her screen. Her first.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right. Woo!
Thanks everybody tuned in. Appreciate it. Quick Saturday night impromptu.
On a Saturday, we've been filming and having a good time.
We'll see if we go live tomorrow night, Sunday night. Right.
We may do another one tomorrow. Maybe. Scotch it. You Scotch gods, we're professionals. Not everybody can do what we do.
Launch it.
Dummies.